and that'll be run day Sunday, and I'm sure we're going to have a ton of them out there wanting to ride, get their turn on the train. But it gets me going and doing some of my civic duty, you might say, helping out my club down there with the city of Riverside, California. Over.
This is Kilo Echo Express. Kilo Echo Express to Hotel Alpha calling 2232.
Oh yeah, ham radio has been a lot of fun. It got me started in a career basically back in 1958, 59 area. I was playing around with CB and mainly radio control at that time. We were single channels. They were on 127, well not 27.255 radio control frequency for model airplanes and stuff, model boats at first, and moved on to model airplanes and started building them and everything and putting radios in them and building some of my own equipment at that time with the help of the local ham radio guys. I never got a ham license permanently until I got in '94. I got a chance to get back into it and got an offer I couldn't refuse to get my license back. But it's always been a lot of fun. Always liked it, been around it. But I've done electronics all my life. From the time I got out of high school, I went to a school for electronics, and I've been in the Navy for 10 years. Then I worked out here for the Federal Aviation Administration for 26 years in electronics. Finally, in 92, 94 area, they put in a radio station out here and sent me back to Collins, a radio back there, so I can maintain the station out here. And after I got my hands on that, I knew I had to get back into ham radio, and it's been fun ever since. Over. Okay, Whiskey 4, Kilo Lima Foxtrot. Okay, 73s to you there, and you have a good day out there in Kentucky, and hopefully we'll work you again there on the band. And what's left of your day, I hope it turns out real well for you like it is out here. We've got such a beautiful day out here. It's probably 60 degrees, very little wind, and clear skies. So I'm going to get out and do some work maybe this afternoon in the yard a little bit and not play radio all day. 73s for now, K4, KLF, KM60 to be clear. Give me a kilowatt 8, something, go ahead. Okay, kilowatt Delta 8, Mike, something. You faded out on me, so I don't know where I'm going to work you. I picked you because you're the weakest signal I heard. Give me all your call again, please. Last letter T, like in tango. Okay, I'm going to give you about a 4 by 0. You're not moving the meter. Don't know exactly where you're at, but anyhow, you made a contact, and we'll hold it because it'll probably fade out on me. So back to you for a fast one. Okay, 73s to you. Sorry we couldn't make a better one of it, but I thought maybe you'd get in the static before I got a chance to even talk to you. And so anyhow, we'll say 73. Maybe later the band will change around again and we'll get a chance to talk, or we'll catch another day. I always like to talk aviation one way or the other. KD8 MGT. This is King Mike 6 Tango. You're going to be clear. Okay, the North Carolina station, let's see, K2 question mark, go ahead. Okay, Scott, good signal coming down here to Southern California today, and took you second there. Got 3 or 4 others calling me, but we'll try and get around to you. Anyhow, name here is Paul. We're on Palmdale, California. 50 miles north of Los Angeles, up in the high desert up here, and it's a beautiful day, so we're playing radio of all things to be doing. Over. Well, 14, I'm probably 5 miles from it. Rat due south of the middle of the Plant 42, if you know what I mean. Over. Plane business. Yeah, I'm kind of on the east side of Palmdale. Not anymore. Used to be. But it was a perfect place to live. I'm only about a mile to my work there. Plant 42, the south side there, has the FAA building right there at 25th and P. And I live down here at Q at 27th. So it's about a mile to where I used to have to go to work all the time. And that wasn't a bad place to go. For 26 years, but got tired of it, retired, and couldn't move away because had wife working out at Edwards, so we're still here and kind of like it. It's growing on us. Over. Don't blame me in a way. I'm sorry to hear about your wife, but comparing to New York to California, I'd take California every day. I don't like the cold and the wind and the rain that much. I grew up in Port Arthur, Texas, down on the Gulf Coast down there between Louisiana and Texas, and liked it a lot when I was growing up. Liked to do a lot of water sports things and sailing and boating in general. But came out here to California in, what was it, 67. And I've been up and down the coast, lived all the way from San Diego up to Napa, Vallejo, California. And I think I like the northern part as much as any of it. But it's a nice place to live, at least weather-wise. It's a little crowded nowadays, but you still like it a lot. Out here in the desert, there's plenty of places to go do things. And I can be out there in about 20 minutes and be by myself totally and doing whatever I need to be doing out there in the desert. Mostly just getting away from everybody and wandering around out there looking for rocks or unusual cactuses or just enjoying the view at a sunset out there. Over. Okay, sorry about that, Scott. Yeah, the call sign is King Mike 6 Tango Sierra. King Mike 6 Tango Sierra. And fine business on the back there. Yeah, North Carolina is a beautiful area. What little I saw of it, I was stationed in Vallejo, and not Vallejo, Dam Neck, Virginia. Dam Neck, Virginia area there, right on the coast. You look out over the water out there to the Atlantic while we were there, but it was the winter time. I got up there Labor Day weekend, and I rolled up the back road. I think after Labor Day, and everybody went home. I only had one bar in town open at the time, and it was terrible not having a car or anything to get around. So I didn't see a whole lot of it, but sure it's pretty out there and everything, but never got a chance to go back. Closest I got was into Florida. One time I went to Orlando with my wife for a week or so, and that was a lot of fun too. But got to know all the western states. We traveled a lot out here, and I think of all the places I like to do more is go up to Utah and make some of the national parks and stuff out there, and go make some of the old mines and stuff, looking around for interesting rocks and things, and do that kind of thing just to get out and get around here. But you know, just like the open spaces, it's so pretty out here sometimes, and everything on the desert. I like to go up to California City and then go east out of California City on the old 20 mule team tracks out there. You can go for 50 or so miles down a dirt road out there and be completely out by yourself. You want to get away from it all. We get a lot of motorcycles, dirt bikers, dune buggies and everything during the winter time out there. It's a nice place to go for the weekend, but you want to be out there during the summertime. It gets so blistering hot, then you find out what a desert's all about. But here locally in Palmdale, you go over east of here to about 200th Street east, just about the borderline of San Bernardino County and LA County, and then you have Edwards Air Force Base to the north. And there's all kind of old roads and stuff you can wander around out there and spend the day out there. If you don't find any rattlesnakes, you're lucky. And rest of the time, it's just mostly little chipmunks and the ground squirrels and the forever ravens out there. Over. I'm into trains, not all kind of trains, but miniature trains mostly. I have a live steam locomotive that I run down in Riverside. I get to play on the second, fourth Sundays of the month there. We have a track down in Riverside, city park down there, a 40-acre park, 2.5 miles of track, and we basically pull passengers for the city of Riverside on the weekends there. Sunday afternoon, we run for about 6 hours that day, and tomorrow's going to be one of them. I've got to go down and clean my engine up. It's been neglected this year quite a bit, storage-wise and everything, so it's time to wash it down, get all the crud and stuff off the lower extremities that's filled up, and probably wash out the boiler, get it all cleaned up, and shine it up a little bit, wax it a little, and make sure all the cars are greased. I've got to grease the axles on them and everything. And then I'll probably take it out on the track and run for an hour or two. So it's going to be a full day. Over. might have been Mojave down there, Tehachapi. It was mostly a water stop years ago, and since we have diesels, we don't do that much anymore. But Tehachapi is always an interesting place. You go west of Tehachapi over there to the loop, and watch the trains go around the loop up there, and very interesting to watch that and everything. And that's another interesting drive for an afternoon. Want to get away from everybody. It gets off the 58 freeway that goes from Mojave to Bakersfield, and sit up there in shade of the trees and everything, watch these big locomotives come wrap around on themselves and meet their tails coming while they're going around the loop. And it's a lot of fun to see, especially when you got double track now up there and everything. It's very, very interesting. But I don't do that all that much, but I do get up there quite often for other purposes. Nice place to get away up in the high country more than out here up in the mountains. Actually go just north of Tehachapi up in that area, and it's a really nice canyon up there to hang out in and have a picnic, have a sandwich or something for lunch. Take it with you. But anyhow, yeah, trains I run are miniature. They're inch and a half to a foot, so they're 1/8 scale size, and we run on 7.5-inch tracks down in Riverside, California. Belong to the Riverside Live Steamers, and if you have Sure Z up, you can look my webpage up and see me on my Atlantic there that I have. Over. I'll tell you, a lot of people are coming back to 17. They haven't been around it or got new into it and haven't been around it because it's not open all that much. It's been finicky. It's been opening around 10 o'clock in the morning, and by 2 o'clock it's closed. So a lot of people don't even know it exists, I think. Sometimes it's been really good earlier this year, but last week or so it's been really terrible and closing very early. Get some DX on it if you're on it at the right time. We get a lot of South Americans, get Japanese and Australians and stuff in the afternoons around 3 o'clock our time and everything. And you guys on the East Coast get in there early in the morning. You can make Europe and South Africa quite a bit on it. So it's a fun band. A lot more than hello, goodbye. You get a 5.9 signal, I'll guarantee you. If you want to rag through, this is the band to do it on. Over. K2, EZY, KM6TS. Okay, Scott. Well, have a good day. Get that antenna working real good for you. You're a 5.7 right now, so you're not doing bad coming this way at all. Very good signal out of South Carolina. or North Carolina. Sorry about that. But it's enjoyable. It's better than being on 20 meters on a contest weekend, I'll guarantee you that, when it's open, and most of the time it is. I make 20 to 25 contacts a day on this thing most of the time if I really stick at it, but I'm not going to probably do that today. I'll probably get 10 at the most. I've got about 6 already, so it's a fun band to be on and talk to. Most people on here are very happy to talk to you about just about anything you can imagine. I've talked to people about their race cars, their motorcycles, and different things. I just talked to a gentleman up in Canada that likes to do tennis. I don't know much about it, but me and him had the same problem with our health, and he chose that to keep busy with, and I try and stay busy with my yard work and playing my trains outside. So tomorrow's going to be my busy day to get out there and really put some muscle into it and get out there and do a lot more work than I normally do. 73s for now. We'll catch you again. K2EZY KM60S. 73s. This is King Mike 6 Tango Sugar. Go ahead, station called. Uniform Golf Bravo, go ahead. Okay, well, Tony, thanks for dropping in and everything. Yeah, the band's kind of active now. When I got on it, there wasn't anybody at all even on the band, and I thought it was going to be a very bad day for it, but I guess everybody figures since I'm up here, it must be open, and I see signals up and down the band on my scope here right now, so that's a good sign. Shows me that it's open and active for a while, and here it is 11:40 in the morning, and more and more people coming on. So abandoning 20 and most of the time for the contests and all is what it, a lot of them. So you never know what you're going to find up here. A lot of good DX on this band, usually down there around 130, 125 and all is where they usually hang out. And I'm usually up here at 145, but today it was busy, so parked at 140, and that'll do me just fine. Anyhow, KA8 UGB KM60S, what kind of equipment you got for it? KA8 UGB KM60S. It's King Mike 6 Tango Sierra. King Mike 6 Tango Sierra is the call sign here. Name is Paul. We're out in Palmdale, California. We're 50 miles due north of LA, up in a high desert area up here in a town called Palmdale. Over. There's not a lot to see in Palmdale except for the Blackbird Park and everything, and Plant 42 here. A lot of big buildings more than anything else. But time to come out here is in the springtime. We have these California poppies, bright orange red, and they're to the west of us out here in the desert. What's left of them, they're putting solar panels all over the place up here now. Got more windmills and solar panels than we have people, I think, up here. But anyhow, yeah, Palmdale's always been a manufacturing facility of aircraft and everything, and from here up to Mojave is the same thing all the way. We have Edwards Air Force Base out here just to the northeast of us by about 35 miles, and everything gets built here, goes out here to be tested out there at Edwards. So we have that going on most of the time while we're fooling around. But yeah, I don't think you'll find another person, I don't think, with a picture of them on a train on QRZ. Was a little unsure. I wanted to put it on my QSL card, but everybody was always talking about my trains with me and wanted to see what they looked like, so made it easy for them. It's on my webpage there and everything. But it's a lot of fun too. I started it before I got back into ham radio. Started it in '89, running down there. Found out I've had it through a magazine and took the wife and my son down there to play, and they enticed me to get into the club and help play trains with them. And boy, has that been a lot of fun, going down there running trains. I have enough experience and everything, and club connections. I can run other engines as well as my own, and that's what's good. If I get tired of running it, I can go fire up the big boy or get on there and pull pastures all day long on the northern they have for the club there. But don't like to do it too much anymore. I'm getting kind of old and a little bit unsure myself, so just for safety-wise, I don't do it much anymore. But I do like to go down there, and maybe one or two families will be down there that want to ride their kids around, so we put on a couple of extra cars and take them around the park and show them where the playground is and all kind of stuff like that. Over. Yeah, they've got Lockheed at the southwest corner of Plant 42 here. You can't miss it. It's about a 10-story tall building at about, about 800 yards square. It's the hugest thing in the valley, and you can see it for 40 miles out. Over. Yeah, the airport's kind of split between Palmdale and Lancaster. Actually, it's all in Palmdale. Avenue M is the north side of the airport there, and that's where Palmdale and Lancaster start. But Palmdale starts at T and goes south, and Lancaster starts at M and goes north. And to the west there, it's kind of split between the two towns. There's not much to the east, except some old property used to belong to a World Airport, LA County World Airport, and a lot of it's under cultivation and stuff. Was supposed to be Disney World at one time built out there, but they never got around to building an airport or anything because of environmental issues. But that's kind of the way it's laid out here. But yeah, the Lockheed building's been there for a long time. It was built to build the Lockheed, was 1011, the one that had the kind of S-shaped tube in it and the jet in the fuselage tail, kind of like a 727, but bigger. And they built them till about 1976 I think 72 or 73 is when they quit building them, and I came up there in 76, and they had just gone out of that building, and they built P3 Orions over there, and gosh, they've built all kind of other things in there. I can't even remember all the stuff since then. They built fuselages for the 23 over here, I think it is, and ship them back to Fort Worth to finish them out, things like that. So a lot of activity. There's hangars all the way around this airport now. Probably some of them since you were here. On the south side here, we got the main building here at PN 25th is the Federal Aviation Building, where I worked for 26 years. And right next door to it, to the east, is the old Rockwell B-1 plant, where they built the B-1 bomber for several years. And then you go to the north side, northeast corner up there is about a huge complex. That's where they built the B-2 bomber, the stealth bomber, and they're getting ready to build the B-2, new B-2. Basically, it's going to be the B-21 stealth whatever bomber, and they haven't named it yet. And then you go down the flight line going west again, and you have a plant where they built the U-2s and the SR-71, and then there's a weird-looking hangar, little hump on the back of it, where they built the space shuttle. So we have a lot of aircraft that came out of this place. Over.